How's everyone doing? Today I'm be talking about urban legends. Now I tried to record a video where it's like, would you survive these urban legends? But speaking of, considering that I know absolutely, I don't know about those urban legends that much, and I wasn't able to, I haven't actually seen a movie or anything where you'd be able to talk to them. I just thought we'd be able to like see what they're able to do. I just thought it'd be easier to make a video just talking about them in general. So yeah, I have like a list of 10 lucky boys to go into my video. So the first one is Wendigo. Everyone knows what Wendigo is at this point. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It basically will tell you. Wendigos used to be human, and then they got the munchies and decided to eat someone else, and that's how you turn into them. Basically, right? So Wendigos are like coming from a regular ass person, and then when they've gone a good while, certain amount of time, I don't know, fasting, basically starving themselves, cosplaying an anorexic person, they'll basically get possessed by the spirit of, I think the Wendigo is a spirit that possesses them, and it basically makes them uncontrollably hungry towards people. So you will look at a person and then you'll just get the munchies, like you'll want to munch on them, like. And it's uncontrollable. You can't control it. Basically, like a zombie. Just imagine like a zombie virus hijacking your brain. But instead, it's some fucking dickhead ghost that just likes humans. And their hunger is never ending. They're also able to mimic voices. So if you walk into the forest and you hear someone mention dinner, you hear your mom mention dinner's ready, you know that's not your mom. Why the fuck is she in the forest? And why would she be making dinner in the forest? Just run home. And yeah, that's pretty much the Wendigo. There's different designs for them. There's the one in Until Dawn, apparently is like the more kind of accurate one. They look like they've been locked away in the room. They look like they've been in an abandoned house. They had their windows boarded up their shit, and they never left their room. They had the longest game of Rainbow Six Siege. But I do like the design of where it's kind of like a deer humanoid person, and you have like a skull deer for a head. I think that's pretty cool. I like how monstrous and animalistic it looks, but I also do kind of feel like maybe it is creepier and scarier in the Until Dawn kind of model, because it kind of looks human but it's not. But that human also does look naked, and he forgot the concept of a towel. So yeah, next one is skinwalkers. Skinwalkers, okay, definitely everyone knows skinwalkers. TikTok have fucking brain rotted the fuck out of them. You'd see a video on TikTok of like someone just chilling in their room or some shit, just pointing their camera at like a fucking crack in their door and be like, oh, they think they're skinwalkers, and you just hear regular ass sounds and just laughter or some shit just played over the video. Or there'd be videos of like some dude just standing there and just be like, help, and they're just standing there like a fucking cardboard cutout, and the person's just filming instead of going to them. It's like, yeah, it's not real. Skinwalkers are obviously fake, but the concept of them, I think, is pretty fucking horrifying. Basically, skinwalkers were witches, the one troop from Clash of Clans, and they use basically magic to transform themselves into like animals. Basically, they can go Beast Boy, but kind of shittier. The basic skinwalkers like Beast Boy, but kind of from Wish, like, someone just ordered Beast Boy from Wish. They turn into humans and animals, and I think you can like gain the powers of skinwalkers if you like kill someone that means like a lot to you. Pretty much. I'm not sure. I think that's how it is. I'm not specifically sure. I think skinwalkers are scarier as well, because they not only mimic the voices, but they also mimic someone you look like. So you could be like walking home or some shit, and you could come across your mom, and you wouldn't know, because skinwalker is able to perfectly mimic her voice, and he's able to perfectly replicate her. And then you go home, and then your mom's already there. So then that's when you start to get the realization, that wasn't my mother, that was some alien. That's what I think is scary. Or I always kind of imagine a scenario where I'm chilling with my homie, or chilling with someone in my room, and we're just talking and shit, and then I get a text on my phone saying some shit, oh yeah, sorry I'm taking it, so I'll be there in a bit. So then you just look, so then you get the realization, like, I'm talking to a fucking fake, I'm talking to a phony. So yeah, basically that's what skinwalkers are able to do. They're able to, basically their power is to become a fake and a fraud, and yeah, that's skinwalkers. Next one is Slit Mouth Woman. This one's a Japanese urban legend. I think the other ones were Native American. I know Wendigo was, but I can't remember what skinwalkers was. Japanese Slit Mouth Woman. Basically the story of her is, I think she got, I don't know, left by some dude. He like fucked 10 other women while a player, and I don't know, when she died, her spirit wasn't allowed in heaven or hell or some shit, so she was forced to walk the earth. And every time she target kids, because she's soft, she's a bitch. She target kids, and basically she'd be wearing a mask, like a COVID mask, like she's gonna do surgery or something. Get the fuck out of here. She'd ask the question saying, "Am I pretty?" And then if you say yes, she'll take your mask off and then be like, "Am I pretty?" And if you still say yes, I think it doesn't matter what answer you give her, she'll kill you either way. Whatever answer you give doesn't matter. She'll like basically, she has like these pair of scissors and she'll like fucking carve a smile into your face, going like that, basically splitting your fucking mouth open, so you can have the same smile as her. That's why she's called the slit mouth woman, because like her mouth is basically sliced open to form like a happy smile. Here, like she's permanently happy. If you say no or no, I think it was if she takes off her mask and you say yes, she'll say that you're lying and then she'll kill you. And one way to distract her apparently is just throw sweets. That's one of the ways, which is just such a contrast. Like, oh, this terrifying, urban legend, who targets children, cuts them up and all. Oh yeah, just throw a packet of fairy boats if you want to get away from her, That's grand. That's one of the ways you can avoid her. Yeah, pretty much that's Slipmouth Woman. Next one is Teke Teke. Teke is another Japanese urban legend. Her name comes from the noises that she has like these two spikes on her hand, and that's where the noise comes from. The sound that those will be making on the ground. I think the story was for her is that she like got cheated on by her husband or some shit, and she wanted to kill herself by putting herself on this, by basically getting herself caught open by trains. She's like lying horizontally. She's like lying like a plank. She cosplayed as a wooden plank on top of a train tracks, and then a train like ran her over and sliced her in half from the torso. And that's basically what she is as a ghost. She's basically just some upper torso with two sides for her hand, and if she sees you, she comes speeding at you like a car that has no brakes. I don't know how you would survive her anything. All I know is that once she sees you, she runs at you like a dog runs at a ball. Like, she will fucking come for you, man. She will have the munchies. Apparently, she's able to catch up with cars as well. I'm like, holy fuck. Those arms must be going into overdrive, man. She must have went to the gym fucking every day of the year when she was alive, because no way she can reach up to speeds of 50 miles per hour or some shit. That's correct. But anyway, yeah, so basically Teke Teke is a speedy, angry demon who got divided by two by a train. Next one is Black-Eyed Children. I also have no idea a lot about these. I know that they basically look like Dracula's children because they're all kind of pale and white. They've been bathing in fucking cocaine or asbestos or something, and they have black eyes. And basically, what they'll do is they'll like pretend like they need help or some shit. So like, oh, you could be driving from fucking, I don't know, from the pub. I don't know what you drink or drive, but let's just pretend you are. And you roll and you see some kids or some shit just waving at you or some shit. And you stop the car, they come over to you, you roll down your window, and then be like, oh, look, we're lost. Can we just like take an Uber back home? And then if you like let him in and then let him back out of your car, something bad will happen. But simple way to avoid it is no, go fuck themselves and not your ma or dad. That's their responsibility. They'll also sometimes walk up to people's houses and then say the same bullshit or make up some story, be like, oh, can we use your phone or some shit, And then if you let them out, you could get a nosebleed or some shit. I've heard like there's a story of that actually happened in Urban Legend where a family let some white black-eyed children in, and then when they left, their fucking husband, his nose started bleeding when they're leaving. It's like misfortune basically like arrives on you like death basically when they leave. Like what they do is basically they take a shit on your house, they shit on it all over with like, I don't know, bad luck or something, and then they leave and then that bad luck starts happening to you. That's basically what the black-eyed children are. Next one is the elevator game. Basically, the elevator game is what it sounds like. You hop into an elevator, you're trying to get to your room, and you basically press these buttons in like this sequence, like some James Bond code shit. And if you do it right, a woman, you should like end up going to random floors, I think. And a woman, like if you do it right, I can't fucking speak for shit. It's like something's going down my throat or something. If you do it right, on one of the floors you stop on, a tall woman in a hat should walk on. Basically, you want to pretend like she doesn't exist. Just leave her undelivered in real life, and then because if you do, you're fucked or something. You'll die. And at one of the random ass floors, you'll end up stopping at on the elevator game. You could end up at a different dimension, sort of back rooms or something. I don't know. And then if you like, step out of this dimension, there'll be other creatures or entities. I think that's where the woman is from. And I guess you could survive if you find the way back to the elevator. That's pretty much all I know. I heard a story about like some woman who tried to do it, and then her fucking body was found in like a water tank or some shit on the building, and it was like all bones and all. And I think this is real, and it's unexplainable as shit. It's like I don't know, the skin demon. And fucking did she get killed by a human-sized vacuum cleaner? How the fuck do you get found in a water bath in a water tank with just your bones? Like if that was a human, they would have to went through so much fucking effort of carving off all her skins and flesh and fucking fucking hollowing out her body and shit, taking out all the fucking organs, and then they would have had to go all the way up to the roof of the building without even being noticed, and then throwing it into the water tank. That could have not been a person. That's some unexplainable shit. It's like the fucking skin tax man or some shit came and just here, it's mine now. Dead. Get fucked. You know? Next one is Bloody Mary. Everyone knows Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary was told to us when we were kids. You know, you'd have a sleepover with your friends, and then one of them forced you to go inside, you know, no balls. And then they force you to go inside and you just have a conversation with Mary and say Bloody Mary 3 times. I think you're supposed to, you know, do fidget spinner moves, do some spins or some shit. Like you're a ballerina, like you're in Dance Dance Revolution. I don't know why. And then, I don't know, the woman's supposed to pop out of the mirror and scare you or some shit. I don't know. I just picked this one because this one's really common. I probably did believe in it when I was younger, because when I was younger, my brain was like a sponge. You tell me anything and I'd absorb it, and I'd believe it the fuck. So yeah, but I never actually tried it because I'd probably too scared. And yeah, that's kind of fucking horrifying though. Like, I don't blame little kids being scared to do that. Like, imagine you say Bloody Mary and then some tall ass woman comes and like takes you or tries to eat you for dinner or rips off your arm or some shit. Like, that'd be horrifying to imagine. Like, I don't blame little kids for, you know, getting scared. Next one is Charlie. This one's also, why the fuck is my phone zoomed out on me? There we go. Bruh, what? I'm seeing a bunch of numbers at the top right, like 120%. I don't give a fuck. Charlie. Basically, this one is like everyone knows the game, but I'm gonna explain anyway. Basically, you write in options on like a square sheet of paper. A sheet of paper like yes, no, and you need 2 pencils. You have them like in a plus sign, and you're supposed to ask some question like, "Oh, Charlie, are you still a virgin after death?" You know, for example, and you're supposed to wait for like the pencil to turn or some shit. And if it turns to yes, you'd be like, "Fuck, Charlie didn't riz." And if it turns to no, it's like, "My man Charlie got some cheeks." So yeah, that's basically Charlie. You ask him a question, and he's supposed to answer. The pencil's movement supposed to be Charlie. He's like, "Oh, a ghost." But I'm just wondering, if there's actually a spirit with this, why does it Charlie do more shit answer? You know, he turns the fucking pencil to no. If he doesn't like an answer, why does he just like pick up a chair and fucking lob it across the room? Or just shatter a window for the crack? Like, I swear some of the ghosts in videos or such, or demons, are such little pussies. Like, they do the most mild shit. Like, tin can, there's tip that over. Oh, there's a ghost in here. I know so because I heard the door fall off. Bruh, shush. Yeah, that's basically Charlie, some demon. Next one is the Serbian dancing lady. This one's probably been really like TikTok tip fight. There's a lot of TikToks where someone just it would be Serbian dancing lady. It turns out it's your next door neighbor with dementia who's wearing a fucking apron or some shit, and she just doesn't know what she's doing. She probably had dementia pills or some shit. A fucking Serbian dancing lady used a force choke on me, that's why I was coughing. She heard me chant shit. I think the concept of the Serbian dance lady would be pretty fucking scary. Like, a woman you see dancing, if you say anything to her, she runs at you and pokes you to death with a knife. That would be scary, and apparently she doesn't ever stop running, so you could be tired there after that you just done a marathon sprint and she's still hot on your tail, fucking zoning in on your location. Like, you're fucked. So I feel like the best way to survive Serbian dance lady is probably just ignore her, basically, with the elevator game. Woman, just pretend she's a fucking mannequin and just walk on your way. Pretend she's a light pole on the street. and just mind your own business. Like, if the Serbian dance lady doesn't stop running for you, and I get to my door, to my house on time and then lock it, what does she do then? Does she like break my fucking door down? She's gonna be at it for a really long time. So yeah, that was basically me talking about urban legends. I hope you did enjoy this video. Please do leave a like, subscribe, I appreciate it a lot, and I'll see you next one. See you later, have a good one. Goodbye.